Oh my goodness. Flow control. Last time I was here, I published the Spirit Wave Vision. A lump of information, just let it all out. It had things right, it had things wrong, but just get it out. Why? Because I was genuinely about to be homeless and broke. Not because I'm lazy, not because I'm a drug addict. I'm not lazy, I'm not a drug addict. But because our world is flooded with corruption, hideously, monstrously, and in an ever worsening way. Demonstrably. And something's got to be done. If you think we can just continue with this, we're crazy. I mean, I'm crazy a little bit, as you can tell. I mean, look at this. This is where my life is. I'm crazy, but I'm honest. I'm grounded. I'm connected to a truth, an experiential truth that I get to share with you. I got a cough drop. All right, so last time I left off, I said I refuse to be a wage slave. I'm a wage slave. My friends, love them dearly, came along, helped me. Now I've got a full-time job working at a hotel front desk. It's a lot. Drains my energy. Doesn't pay me anywhere near enough money. But I'm surviving. I'm here doing this. Finally. It took me months to get to this. Flow control. We've got a billionaire problem, and the billionaires have a billionaire problem. Teen society has a billionaire problem, an aristocracy problem. And if you think the billionaires right now are working to solve that problem, I don't know what to tell you, because that's obviously false. They don't see themselves as the problem. They see themselves as the solution. So they continue what they do, consolidating more wealth and power, and then battling it out via caveman, me beats you dominance. The kind of dominance that has existed for thousands, if not millions of years. The spirit wave puts a stop to that. It doesn't do it through being an asshole. It does it through composure, civility, experiential fact, health. Because what it does is it forces us, healthily forces us, to redefine might itself. The might that makes right. We all get that. We all understand that might makes right. But we don't have might quite right. And the goal of flow control, this journal, to connect us all to the spirit wave, or whatever you want to call it. The spirit wave simply is an experientially factual way to connect us all to might itself. Again, demonstrably, Not philosophically, not religiously, not subjectively, demonstrably. 1 video a week, record, do all the edits, do all the post-production, and by Friday, if things work out, I publish. Imagine a world where how you spend dominance is ultimately how you spend dominance against yourself. What does that do to our whole world? Imagine if every single one of us understands that how each one of us spends might is how we ultimately spend might against ourselves. What would that be like? Would you have brutality? Why? Right? You can have bullies, you can have thugs, you can have sadists, even though ultimately they're just doing that to themselves? No. Now, what if we don't have to imagine that circumstance? We can fairly easily, realize it right now, without a doubt. You would think that that might have an appeal to a certain group of people. The people who want to live and let live. They are not social predators, that is, sadists and thugs and bullies. They are people who are socially healthy. That's what people who want to live and let live are. They're socially healthy people who want social stability, social balance. So, I'm a wage slave. I'm getting the ever-living crap kicked out of me by life. I think pretty much everybody is. One way or another. Physically, mentally, socially, some combination. We all have our crippling. Every single one of us, whether you can readily perceive it or not. It's there. Because reality doesn't do free. I think that's readily understood. There's no free lunch. There's always a catch. What goes around comes around. Karma, wrath of God, every action is an opposite and equal reaction. Balance is might, experientially, factually speaking. And that's what makes this so special right now. Because the caveman, me beats you dominance proponents can no longer justify that approach. We don't need a violent revolution of anger and violence and starvation. We don't need it. We just need to simply understand and socially, healthily share how might demonstrably works and rests. I live stream Mondays and Thursdays between 8 and 11 p.m. I need to have an opportunity to express myself in a way that is socially responsible enough. I love art because art is something that you can avoid. You can turn off. You don't have to experience this, even though I'm mind pillowing this out. So you, if you're a wage slave like me, or you're some billionaire out there getting the crap kicked out of you some other way, your brain wants a mind pillow. And that's what I do. I provide a mind pillow that has informational nutrition that you can choose to accept, think about, or ignore. Just say, screw it, I don't care what you're saying. I just care about the mind pillow. 1 video a week. This is going to be hard. Full-time job. I do the recording, all this here. I do all the edits. I do all the audio. I do all the post-production. And I have a very limited window to do each journal entry. My hope is that this finally connects with a small group of people who start to understand the value, the uniqueness, and the healthy urgency to share what's going on here. For the sake of the upcoming generations, for the sake of us all. This is all about team society. Spirit Wave is 4 main parts with a 5th that reveals itself upon success. And it's got 3 integrity rules, and that's it. It doesn't even need me. Once it's out, once it's running, once the campfire is lit, so to speak, I can die. I'm fine with that, because the Spirit Wave includes the basis, the experientially factual basis for ending the fear of death. No more fear of death. I don't fear death at all. Experientially, factually. So, 4 main parts. The stable solution. That's the informational essence of the Spirit Wave. That's the message. 2, socialized artistry. You got to take that message and share it with all of team society. I can't do that by myself. And probably most people wouldn't want to watch this. They don't want to be experiencing this. They want a different way of receiving and understanding that essence. 3, healthy social support. The Spirit Wave, our connection to the Spirit Wave, must grow, or all bets are off. We're done. We're screwed. The aristocracy that has been globalized becomes the violent revolution that is globalized. And once that happens, the global economy is trashed. I mean, we're all done. Take the terrible Middle East crisis that spans thousands of years. Take the terrible Middle East crisis that spans thousands of years and just grow it all out to the global stage. Anger and violence begetting violence, and anger and flooding starvation all throughout. If you think that's progress, you're out of your mind. If you think that having a gold bathroom while children are starving to death under your leadership is merit in a meritocracy, then you are out of your mind. Merit is your best to be physically, mentally, and socially healthier. Part 4, a healthy financial support. You got millions and billions of dollars flying around the world right now, all for war, for AI, for big movie projects and video game, AAA video games. Millions, billions of dollars flying around. If I get $100,000 right now, credit card debt eliminated forever, new car, my 23-year-old car that really needs to be replaced right now, gets replaced. Something basic. 3, I can go to my boss and say, hey, this 5-day work week needs to be a 4-day work week. So now I get an extra day to work on this. What I was put on this planet to do. I love doing this. And ultimately, all I want from you is $1 a year as a tip subscription, right? $1 a year. And you might think that's ridiculous. $1 a year for everything that I'm doing all year? No, that's stupid. What are you charging that for? At least make it $1 a month. No, $1 a year. Why? Because it's an easy sell. And I'm an artist. I want to focus on this. I don't want to focus on sponsorship, on advertising. I don't want to focus on selling you on stuff. Merchandise, whatever. $1 a year. Why is that right? Because this reaches out to every single person on this planet. And if that number is 8 billion, reportedly it is, then if 1% of that group gives me, my business, $1 a year, that's $80 million a year. $80 million coming to yours truly as a sole proprietor. Will I make a big business out of it? No. Why would I do that? I don't need to do that. I'm 53 years old. I don't want to do that. I'm an artist. I do this. I'll make it a little bit fancier, do this and that and the other thing. But if I have anywhere near that kind of money, it doesn't have to be 80 million a year. It could be 40 million. It could be 20 million. It could be 10 million. It could be 5 million. It could be 2.5 million. It could be 1.25 million. It could be $600,000. It could be $300,000. It could be $150,000 a year. I don't need a lot of people on this planet doing just $1 a year as a tip subscription to be successful at this. So let us grow together as the only solution to the billionaire problem. 3 integrity rules. Respect only. The 3 integrity rules are perfectly strict. Perfectly, always, permanently, purely, by default. No exceptions. Pure respect. No tribalism. Universally, no tribalism. Serious nonsense? Disallowed. No serious nonsense at all, ever. Only the pure application of unspun rationality. Now, playful nonsense? Absolutely! Playful nonsense. Look at it. We're all flood the zone with playful nonsense. But that's for the sake of a healthy sense of humor. That's all that is. Playful nonsense? Knock yourself out. But serious nonsense? Get the fuck out. Because you're done. Your world is over. It's factually, experientially, factually over now. This isn't an illusion. This isn't a philosophy. This isn't a religion. This is not an opinion. This is downright certainty. And to that academic out there who says that wisdom and certainty are incompatible, that there are no certainties, even though that in and of itself is ironically a certainty. There are certainties. A checkmate in chess is a certainty. And it's unwise to ignore that fact. Spirit wave. Flow control, journal, connect to spirit wave so we achieve genuinely extreme power to the people, experientially, factually speaking. You want this to work or not? Leave a comment. Do what you gotta do. This has gotta grow. And I'm not quitting until it does, or I die trying. If you feel lonely, depressed, anxious, spirit wave. They may not get rid of all of it, but it will begin to bring you understanding that you can validate for yourself. And when you do, you realize the connectivity of all of us. That's not a philosophy. Science is right there. They're right on the doorstep of it. They actually already have the evidence, but they cannot apply it because they lose something big. And I'm not going to go into that in this journal entry, a future one, because the spirit wave solves that as well. At least it takes a really good shot at it. But anyways, I'm done. I got to edit all this stuff, so hopefully this is going to work for you. It works for me. It's experimental, so things kind of are rough, but that's flow control. Flow control, you don't just kick into gear and everything's great all the time. We work up to it. So I hope you join me. I hope you like it. I hope you are part of the spirit wave, the social support. Share it with your inner circle. Discord's a great place to do that. Don't put flyers on people's windshields. You don't have to annoy anybody with it. Just connect healthily, socially, because that's largely what this is about: social health, and using that health to put the brakes on caveman me beats you dominance, which no longer is healthy at all. It's no longer valuable at all. It globalizes terribly. Turning everything into a weapon, first and foremost, is tragic, obviously. And we need to stop it. And we're not going to stop it through violence. We got to stop it through perfectly sound reasoning that has physical leverage to it. Want to put money into this? Plenty of ways to put money into this. Just go see in the description, Patreon, we can do that. The tip subscription's out there if you want to do that. But money, now, here. Because this is a plant that needs to grow. This is a campfire that needs to be lit. And this stuff requires resources. This is not us versus them. You could be a billionaire and watch this show without thinking that this is against you. We're not solving the billionaire problem to destroy the billionaires themselves, or the thugs, or the bullies, or the sadists. That's not what this is about. Experientially, factually speaking. This is about social health. My exploration of it, because I'm not perfect with it, but still, I'm working on it. And I work at a hotel front desk, so I'm engaging with people all the time and trying to get better at it so that we can more healthily connect and we can start realizing that this is real and there is a solution to this epic problem that is environmentally tragic, economically tragic, technologically tragic, health-wise. It's just tragedy. There's too much of it. It's flooding the zone. Spirit wave.